Dylan River, the creator and director of new Australian drama series Thou Shalt Not Steal. We hear from the animation director on the latest Paddington film.
He looks forwards, never backwards. He's sort of, right, we're here now. What do we do about it?
We have music from Portuguese fado singer Cristina Clara, and I'll be talking to the very clever and very funny British-Malaysian comedian Phil Wang. All that still to come on the Arts Hour.
BBC News with Danielle Yawowiecka. The UN Secretary-General says poorer countries mustn't leave this year's climate change meeting empty-handed. Antonio Guterres called on the summit to agree on a deal on how to finance climate action. A court in the Netherlands has thrown out a ruling that the gas and oil giant Shell cut its greenhouse gas emissions. The company had argued it had already taken remedial measures and shouldn't be singled out. The UN's Palestinian Refugee Agency has accused Israel of not meeting a US deadline for improving humanitarian access to Gaza. Washington had asked for 100 aid trucks to be let through each day, but UNRWA says the number is currently 40. There's been a series of Israeli airstrikes on southern Beirut. The military said the targets were Hezbollah facilities. The strikes were the first on the Lebanese capital in 3 days. Germany is holding early elections on the 23rd of February. The main parties agreed on the date after the coalition led by Chancellor Olaf Scholz collapsed following disagreements over the budget. Increasing levels of pollution have led to more school closures in the Pakistani province of Punjab. 5 new areas are moving to online classes. The air quality index in the capital Lahore is more than 70 times higher than the recommended pollution limit. A curfew is in place in parts of Manipur in northeastern India. The state has recently seen an increase in communal violence. An Australian court has heard details of the knife attack in a Sydney shopping centre in April. The assailant, a schizophrenic, stabbed 16 people in 3 minutes. 6 of them died. A study suggests that attaching strip lights to the bottoms of surfboards could help prevent great white shark attacks. The lights distort the image the fish perceive, making the surfer look less like a target. BBC World News.
Hey, Charlie, you're on your way to Ghana. Boy, oh boy, you stressed out, tired? God, you're going to be resting. Okay, then let me recommend to you JN Mobile Spa in Accra, Ghana. Oh boy, JN Mobile Spa, they provide organic care in massage. Are you stressed? Do you need rejuvenated, etc.? For your facials, maybe exfoliating, firming, and lifting? Then contact JN Spa on 00233 244 941 002 or 00233 2006 06386, and they will be right there on time. JN Mobile Spa, your health and beauty needs at your doorstep.
Hi everyone, it's your girl BB Clement, the author of How to Go From Employee to Entrepreneur and the host of your weekly business show, BB Means Business, the show where we discuss everything you ever wanted to know about business but you were afraid to ask. How do I start my business? How do I raise the finance? How do I grow my business? Where am I going to find my customers? Join me every Tuesday at 1:30 p.m. on Starr Radio UK to get all the information and tips that you need to become a successful entrepreneur and become financially free. Remember, don't let life dictate to you. Rather, put your signature on life.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission-free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR, S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse.
Are you looking for the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy door-to-door shipment company? Well, look no further. When was the last time your family received a shipment back in Ghana on time and intact? You are not sure? Well, Lamb Shippers, we pride ourselves with being the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy shippers you can use. You are assured of prompt pickup anywhere in the UK by our personnel. They also make sure your items are well packaged to get to its destination intact. When it comes to door-to-door shipment, look no further. Well, Lamb Shippers, contact us on 07939009321 or 07498911820. Or you can visit our website www.welllamp.co.uk. You can also drop us a mail, info@welllamp@gmail.com. Well Lamp Shippers, fast, reliable, and trustworthy.
Hi there. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? Then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Pram, Sopoli, Tohenia, Ogome, Dodova, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Pram Senior High School and Ghana Men's Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
Hey, Charlie, you're on your way to Ghana. Boy, oh boy, you stressed out, tired. God, you're going to be resting. Okay, then let me recommend to you JN Mobile Spa in Accra, Ghana. Oh boy, JN Mobile Spa, they provide organic care in massage. Are you stressed? Do you need rejuvenated, etc.? For your facials, maybe exfoliating, firming, and lifting? Then contact JN Spa on 00233 244 941 002 or 00233 2006 06386, and they will be right there on time. JN Mobile Spa, your health and beauty needs at your doorstep.
Getting onto the property ladder has never been easy until now. Join us this and every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. live on the Property Hour show on Starr Radio UK, where we talk to mortgage brokers, property developers, estate agents, landlord, tenant, property consultants on how to invest or get into the property business and make money. You can't afford to miss this. The Property Hour show is your best source into the property industry.
Tune in to On Point here on Starr Radio UK with Empress Regina every Monday at 5 p.m. GMT. Looking forward to your company.
Hi everyone, it's your girl BB Clement, the author of How to Go From Employee to Entrepreneur and the host of your weekly business show, BB Means Business, the show where we discuss everything you ever wanted to know about business but you were afraid to ask. How do I start my business? How do I raise the finance? How do I grow my business? Where am I going to find my customers? Join me every Tuesday at 1:30 p.m. on Starr Radio UK to get all the information and tips that you need to become a successful entrepreneur and become financially free. Remember, don't let life dictate to you. Rather, put your signature on life.
Hi Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse.
Are you looking for the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy door-to-door shipment company? Well, look no further. When was the last time your family received a shipment back in Ghana on time and in time? You are not sure? Well, Lamb Shippers, we pride ourselves with being the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy shippers you can use. You are assured of prompt pickup anywhere in the UK by our personnel. They also make sure your items are well packaged to get to its destination in time. When it comes to door-to-door shipment, look no further. Well, Lamb Shippers, contact us on 07939009321 or 07498911820. Or you can visit our website www.welllamp.co.uk. You can also drop us a mail, info@welllamp@gmail.com. Well Lamp Shippers, fast, reliable, and trustworthy.
Hi there. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? Then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Prampram, Sopoli, Tohenia, Ogome, Dodova, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Prampram Senior High School and Ghana Men's Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
Hey, Charlie, you're on your way to Ghana. Boy, oh boy, you stressed out, tired. God, you're going to be resting. Okay, then let me recommend to you JN Mobile Spa in Accra, Ghana. Oh boy, JN Mobile Spa, they provide organic care in massage. Are you stressed? Do you need rejuvenated, etc.? For your facials, maybe exfoliating, firming, and lifting? Then contact JN Spa on 00233 244 941 002 or 00233 2006 06386, and they will be right there on time. JN Mobile Spa, your health and beauty needs at your doorstep.
Getting onto the property ladder has never been easy until now. Join us this and every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. live on the Property Hour show on Starr Radio UK, where we talk to mortgage brokers, property developers, estate agents, landlord, tenant, property consultants on how to invest or get into the property business and make money. You can't afford to miss this. The Property Hour show is your best source into the property industry.
Tune in to On Point here on Starr Radio UK with Empress Regina every Monday at 5 p.m. GMT. Looking forward to your company.
Hi everyone, it's your girl BB Clement, the author of How to Go from Employee to Entrepreneur and the host of your weekly business show, BB Means Business, the show where we discuss everything you ever wanted to know about business but you were afraid to ask. How do I start my business? How do I raise the finance? How do I grow my business? Where am I going to find my customers? Join me every Tuesday at 1:30 p.m. on Star Radio UK to get all the information and tips that you need to become a successful entrepreneur and become financially free. Remember, don't let life dictate to you. Rather, put your signature on life.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse.
Are you looking for the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy door-to-door shipment company? Well, look no further. When was the last time your family received a shipment back in Ghana on time and intact? You are not sure? Well, Lamb Shippers, we pride ourselves with being the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy shippers you can use. You are assured of prompt pickup anywhere in the UK by our personnel. They also make sure your items are well packaged to get to its destination intact. When it comes to door-to-door shipment, look no further. Well, Lamb Shippers, contact us on 07939009321 or 07498911820. Or you can visit our website www.welllamp.co.uk. You can also drop us a mail, info@welllamp@gmail.com. Well Lamp Shippers, fast, reliable, and trustworthy.
Hi there. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? Then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Prampram, Sopoli, Tohenia, Ogome, Dodova, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Prampram Senior High School and Ghana Men's Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
The best radio show. Broadcasting worldwide online 24/7.
All around the world. In your car.
At work.
At home.
On your smartphone.
This is Starr Radio UK.
Are you ready to turn it up?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Though your heart is aching, smile even though it's breaking. When there are clouds in the sky, you get by. If you smile through your fear and sorrow, smile and maybe tomorrow you find that life is still worthwhile if you just smile. Hey, this is Archie and you are listening to Starr Radio UK and The Morning Show.
UK. Starr Radio UK. This is Starr Radio UK.
Welcome. Broadcasting worldwide, online 24/7.
Enlighten your day with Starr Radio. Starr Radio. Radio for the people, by the people.
Oh yes, let me say massive good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good dawn to you wherever you might be on planet Earth, and those of you on other planets as well. We want to salute each and every one of you and welcome you to the Tuesday edition of the morning show. Today is Tuesday, the 12th day of November, the year 2024, with the time now exactly at 8 minutes to the top of the hour. That's 8 minutes to 11. That is GMT. And if you are wherever, you can add and subtract. I know if you are in Nigeria, it is exactly 8 minutes to 12 there. Yes. But wherever you are, we want to welcome you to the greatest platform in the whole wide world, the Starr Radio UK Morning Show. And I remain yours sincerely, the one and only.
This is the morning show with Archie.
Good morning to my able producer, Mr. Francis Guy, and Perry in the house as well. Massive good morning to you. To my colleague and co-presenter, Mr. Olayomi Koiki. Good morning to you, Yomi. Yes, once he has time, he's going to be joining us. Though what he's done is that he's posted all the necessary stories that we have to be looking at if he is not able to make it. Let me say good morning to Juliet once again. Juliet, how are you doing? Hope you had a very good night. And then let me say good morning also to Felix all the way in Aberdeen. Kojo D, massive good morning to you. Anthony and Dideji Aziz, massive good morning to you all. Rachel, hey, how are you doing, lady? I hope you are doing very, 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 very well. Massive good morning to you. To all presenters of Starr Radio UK, KB, I hope that the visit to Ghana and every activity there is working practically very well. Vicky Newton, massive good morning to Mr. Frank Davis, good morning, and to everyone, all and sundry. I salute each and every one of you. All protocol observed. Starr Radio UK. Well. We're going to be moving on. Yes, by way of program outline, I'm going to bring you the quotes for the day, the weather forecast to follow suit, then the travel update. We'll move on from there to have a look at some of the stories making the rounds across the globe. That is known as global trotting. And then from thence, we look at some of the stories making the rounds, the details one from Nigeria and to other parts of the world. However, at a quarter to 12, the lines will be open for you to add a voice to the discussions. But during the course of the program, if you have any questions or any suggestions or anything that you want to say pertaining to the discussions, you feel free to post it on, and I promise you one thing for sure, that we're going to be sharing it with our worldwide listenership. However, at quarter to 12, you can join in, and at 12 o'clock, bring curtains down for the end of the program. But I'm saying good morning once again. Now, Julia says, hope Ghana has got election in December. Yes, the 7th of December is election day in Ghana. As weather is all going to be peaceful. Yes, as people are wishing for that. It's just an election. Let's go select our people. But they are praying that, well, the EC will play a good referee there, not be a referee player. That's it, right? Okay. So what we're going to be watching it very, very closely. Well, Kenya is quite an interesting one. Juliet is asking about Kenya. If you're listening to us, what do you think about the politics that is going on in Kenya? The fact that they try to take the vice president out. Yes, I don't know whether the courts have agreed that he should be out, because he had to go to the courts to seek redress from there. I'll be telling you more about that. William Ruto, so far, so good. Somebody will say, well, it's up in Haiti with troops from Kenya, so why not? They are doing good. Odinga is saying that, well, he thinks that he's now going to put his hat in the ring to become the AU chief. He never had a privilege to become the president of Kenya. Maybe making him the AU chief will do him good. At least he becomes the head of the whole of Africa. Well, as we know, the AU is just a toothless bulldog, right? Okay, don't come bashing me. All right, listen to Star Radio UK. But remember, this afternoon, exactly at 1:30, BB Clement will be coming your way with BB Means Business, and we want to invite you to be part of it. So let's crack on. The quote for the day says, "Faith lights the way through the darkest night, directs us through the fiercest storm, and sustains us when we falter or are weak." So don't give up faith. Yes, those who commit suicide and stuff like that, they lose faith and they don't know what is going to happen to them even the next few moments, and that is where they think that the best way forward is to take their lives. But whatever, listen to me, you are alive. There is hope for you, whatever it is. All right, then. Now, moving on, the weather forecast says this afternoon will start with sunny spells and a few patches of cloud towards the evening. Cloud cover will thicken for most, with just the outside chance of a shower. This evening and early parts of the night will see likely cloudy skies, but it should remain dry towards dawn. The skies will start to clear as well. Top temperature is going to be 12 degrees. The lower is going to be 8 degrees. UV level low, pollution low. Sunset 16:14 and sunrise for tomorrow morning 07:14 hours. And that is Star Radio UK. Before I come to further comments, I know that a few comments have come through from Juliet and others. I'm going to be bringing that your way before I bring that, but let's go on to the travels as well. Let's keep you all posted when it comes to what you have to do when it comes to your travels. Now, on the underground this morning here in London, the Elizabeth line is experiencing severe delays between Paddington and Heathrow while they fix a faulty track at Acton main line. So please check before you leave. Also, Hammersmith and City lines no service between Liverpool Street and Barking while they fix a points failure at Aldgate East. The rest of the lines have got good services though. Now, London Tramlink, London Overground, and London DLR, my apologies, DLR are all running a good service there. On the major roads in London, there are no exceptional delays. That is the A roads. The B roads might have some incidents here and there, but check it out. Now, River Bus is running a good service. London Cable Car is also running a good service, bringing us straight to the final segment of the travel update, and that is the National Rail. On the National Rail, oh boy, okay, Avanti West Coast Cross Country, East Midlands Railway, Great Western Railway, Greater Anglia are all offering special services. Now, Heathrow Express, all trains, London North Eastern Railway, Northern Rail, ScotRail, South Eastern, and Transport for Wales also offering special services. So please check before you leave. This is Star Radio UK. Thank you very much for listening in as well. We'll take a quick commercial, and once we come back, we'll continue. But before we go, Julia says that let them elect good leaders, and every voter matters. My apologies, every vote matters. Youth, ensure you can vote in Ghana. That would have been a lovely thing to do. However, we know that when people are so much impoverished, pushed to the extreme, then whenever these politicians come in and say, oh, get that to induce them, they just take the money and then decide to be voting for them.
Hi everyone, it's your girl BB Clement, the author of How to Go From Employee to Entrepreneur, and the host of your weekly business show, BB Means Business, the show where we discuss everything you ever wanted to know about business, but you were afraid to ask. How do I start my business? How do I raise the finance? How do I grow my business? Where am I going to find my customers? Join me every Tuesday at 1:30 p.m. on Star Radio UK to get all the information and tips that you need to become a successful entrepreneur and become financially free. Remember, don't let life dictate to you. Rather, put your signature on life.
You are listening to Star Radio Morning Show.
Welcome back to the program, and as I did announce, yes, this afternoon exactly at 1:30, BB Clement will be coming your way with BB Means Business. Now, if you want to be a guest on the program, you guys have to contact her. You want your products or services to be promoted, yes, as be a special guest or run adverts, play your jingle, do video marketing, etc., etc. Contact BB Clement, and she'll be seeing to that for you. BB Clement, she comes your way with BB Means Business every Tuesday at 1:30. All right, then. Now let's move on. let me take you global trotting whilst we wait to see if Mr. Olayomi Koiki will be able to join us. But as I did say, he sent us some of the stories making the rounds, and I'm going to be bringing them your way. Headlines. Now, Olalekan Oluwosi, U.S. authorities declare Nigerian man most wanted and places bounty of what? 25 million on it, $25,000 on him. So we're going to be telling you more about that. What did he do? More going to be coming your way from there. And then Hype Man, Dangote reached agreement on petrol lifting. And so that's a good one. So far it's going to help the economy of Nigeria, and they will not be dependent on the dollars to be importing finished crude oil into finished oil products into the country, and that will get the oil prices of the finished product coming down a bit to help alleviate the poverty in the lives of people. Why not? Now, 13 have been killed in a mine collapse in Nigeria. It's another story. Don't repeat Edo errors in Ondo. Candidates tell INEC what errors were that. Tinubu seeks unity among Oyo APC stakeholders. Some of the stories making the rounds there. And in other stories as well, NNPC part owner of Dangote Refinery, Mele Kyari, has also said that. There's a lot more going to be coming your way from there as well. Lakurawa, Nnamdi Kanu, Southeast, has practically left Nigeria. That's what Showore is saying. Now, activist politician Omoyele Showore, who has been here in the Starr Radio UK studios sometime was it last 5 years thereabout. Said that he has declared that the Southeast has practically left Nigeria. Do you think that is so? Well, the Prime Minister at large, Simon Ekpa, has said that there's going to be a declaration. But the fact that you declare doesn't necessarily mean that you have it. Well, let's see what happens there. So we'll tell you more about all that as the program goes on. So here in going on the African front, campaign heats up in Senegal ahead of a snap legislative elections. With less than a week to go before Senegal's polls, opposition and government are battling for control of the capital, that is Dakar. We're going to be telling you more about that as well. Okay, in other stories making the rounds, even as we go on, initiative in Nairobi, Mukuru slums uses fly lava to tackle what? We're going to be telling you more about that, and the political scenes in there as well. When it comes to Ghana, well, Erichung would have been a better choice for Baumia as compared to Napo. Mustafa Bande is saying, but there is a perception that the judiciary is acting in favor of MPP. That is what the well-known lawyer, legal brain, Chachu Chikata is saying. A renowned legal practitioner, Chachu Chikata, has expressed his concerns about the loss of confidence in Ghana's judiciary. A recent report released by the Mo Ibrahim Foundation showed a substantial decline of about 30%. But the Supreme Court has ruled this time round no legal basis for a stay of execution on Gbagbe's decision in Parliament. That's what some people are saying, but it looks like the Supreme Court has ruled. Supreme Court gives judgment on vacant seats controversy. Well, what do they think there? What do they see there? Lots more going to be coming your way. It's all coming your way from Starr Radio UK. The former special prosecutor Martin Amidu has said a chief justice who doesn't know the history of her country and acts unfairly is unfit for the role. Why is Martin Amidu saying that? Lots more going to be coming your way from there. It's all coming your way from Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Moving on to some other stories. Trump lining up Marco Rubio and Michael Waltz for top jobs, U.S. media are saying. Well, I can tell you that by the time he finally reveals his team, everybody will know that, oh boy, he's unleashing his plans. And we all only have to hope that everything goes very, very peacefully and well for the whole of the U.S. those of us who have got families and all those people there, I mean, we want to visit, we just visit there, just come, but not necessarily going to be living there. But those who live there, I tell you, we need grace, right? Man of his word, January 6 rioters expect Trump will keep pardon promise. Well, now if he does that, the question is, next time when there's an election and I don't agree and we also take the same course, or wouldn't he send bad signal? Well, okay, when it comes to the House representatives, Republicans seem to be closing in on the House, and once they have majority there and majority in the Senate as well, boy, that is them gone. We want to know more. You want to know more? Stay tuned. We're going to be bringing you more on that front. Oil is gift of God, says Azerbaijan's president at COP29 day 2. Of course, it's a gift of God, and so we are using it. And then they've used it now. They've got everything, and then they say, now we want to stop using fossil fuel. We are just going to be using all this electric and all this solar and all those bits, but we don't have the infrastructure for that. Now, if we say we're not going to be doing all those things, using fossil fuel and all those things, having our refineries, giving jobs and all those things, what do you think is going to happen to us? Look at the Dangote refinery now. And we are saying that some people are talking about the UK virtually trying to go green by 2030. So by that time, there will be no manufacturing of new petrol or diesel engines. It's all going to be electric. And I tell you, that electric is so boring. I tell you, I don't know. But those who like it, yeah, they will like it. But I like to hear the engine being revved, you know. Yeah, but it's not everybody who is like me, right? But all those bits going on, and they say, let's stop it. Now, we have the UN Secretary General saying that third world countries should leave the COP29 with money in their hands. Does that mean that can they actually decide to pay us so that we don't use that, and that will be adequate payment? Or we go on? Because after all, whatever disaster that is happening, it's not only happening to the African countries, it did happen in Spain. We didn't talk about that yesterday, and it's been going on. Okay, some will say it's El Nino weather phenomenon that is going on. It's got nothing to do with emissions per se. But if you think that emissions are something that is causing, then developing countries need to be compensated as much, so that we will all know that we are all coming to the same level or platform, so that we can all spring up from. But I know for sure it's not going to be that way. But what do you think about all that? Let us hear from you. It is all coming your way from Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Saudi Crown Prince says Israel is committing genocide in Gaza. Mohammed bin Salman was speaking at the opening of a summit of Muslim and Arab leaders in Riyadh. And that is quite a big statement that has been made. The optimism and uncertainty a summit at Middle East awaits Trump's return. And how is it going to bolster the whole war and everything that is going on? How is it going to be panning out for all of them? Let me say, well, let's see what is going to happen there. It's all coming your way from Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. New Zealand Prime Minister says sorry for horrific care home abuse. The musician who sang that song, he says sorry. Is that all that you can say? Well, let's see. Will it come with compensation, the apologies, or what? Okay, let's move on. South Korean president sorry for controversies surrounding wife. There's lots of sorries this morning, isn't it? But I'm going to be telling you more about all that as the program goes on. It's Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Well, longest detained journalist wins right prize. Well, Dawit Isaac has been held without trial in Eritrean prison for 23 years. Oh boy. Oh boy. Well, what did he do? Okay, we'll be telling you more about all those things. This work that we do, you don't want to know. Gold prices and jobs, what's at stake in Ghana's election? We'll be telling you more about all that. So wherever you are, stay tuned. Kenya's top judge no one has ever tried to bribe me. Well, that is good. The Supreme Court judge said, no one has tried. But I bet you they see that she is a no-nonsense woman, and this woman is not for turning. So, this and a lot more going to be coming your way, but stay tuned. As I said, Yomi is caught up in some work and therefore cannot be with us. We'll take a quick commercial break. We come back and I bring you all the details of the stories making it around. Stay tuned and don't touch the dial. Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Let's take this music from Atakofi. My apologies there. It's a new Efema. I'm not speaking the Ghana well, I'm not getting it, but enjoy it. I'll be with you.
Ayeme Talo minta Amenyeli loke juloko do twalo mi fire sitono Woko wabolole te mi tilekemba Ayeme hanu nya bohino Eni tele ya ewa Anenu mbote bolabi Nokomba Adesanye dumona Kwe Hanu nya bohino Ayeme Hanu jamu yawa Abenen wafe makura Efenoe Abenen wafe makura Efe Abenen wafe makura Efe Abenen wafe makura
This is Starr Radio UK.
Well, this is a very wonderful tune there. It's talking about Christendom. It's in Ghana, one of the languages that is spoken in Ghana as well. It's talking about Christendom and the fact that leadership have been all corrupted there, and leaders as pastors are not doing the things that they're supposed to do, and a few things there. Chastising them there. That is from Atakofi this morning, and but now we have to go on. Atakofi, massive good morning to you, and the chief of a Sherman, massive good morning to you, and all inhabitants of a Sherman in Ghana. I salute each and every one of you in the Greater Accra region, right? Yeah, man. Okay. Now let's move on. I've not forgotten my bearings. I've not lost my bearings. Let's put it that way. Okay, so now let's kick it off from Nigeria this morning. The Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited has disclosed that it is a proud part owner of the Dangote refinery. Now, this was disclosed by the NNPCL's Group Chief Executive Officer Mele Kyari at a conference hosted by Nigerian Association of Petroleum Explorationists in Lagos on Monday. Now, following the commencement of the refinery, Aliko Dangote had accused NNPCL and some cabals in the oil sector of trying to sabotage its operation. However, Kyari dismissed the claims that NNPCL was undermining the operations of the Dangote refinery. He said, "The point is very far from it, and I'm going to speak to its trade. We are very proud part owners of Dangote Refinery, no doubt about that. Now, we saw an opportunity that there is a clear market for at least 300,000 barrels of our production. We know that it is at times, as time moves on, people will start struggling to find markets for their production. It will happen. It's already happening. Oil is found, as you know, in many unexpected locations across the world, and people have choices. Therefore, we saw an opportunity to lock supply to the domestic refinery, not just Dangote, but any other refinery that operates in the country. So it was a very informed business decision. Well, that's what it's saying on that front. But let me bring you more from there as well. Just bear with me. Now, so the Independent Petroleum Market Association of Nigeria, that's IPMAN, has reached an important arrangement with Dangote Refinery to directly lift petroleum products from distribution to its member depots and retail outlets across the country. The national president of IPMAN, Abubakar Shatima, announced this at a press briefing on Monday in Abuja following the meeting of the association's National Working Committee. Now, IPMAN had earlier called on Dangote Refinery to engage stakeholders and review its pricing strategy, saying the refinery prices are higher than other suppliers, making it difficult for independent marketers to sell products. The Petroleum Products Retail Outlets Owners Association of Nigeria has also accused Dangote Refinery of attempting to maintain a monopoly in the country's downstream petroleum sector. Now, speaking on Monday, Mr. Shatima explained that this strategic partnership aims to ensure a steady and uninterrupted supply of petroleum products nationwide with an emphasis on affordability. Now, following our recent meeting with Alhaji Aliko Dangote and members of his senior management in Lagos, now we are pleased to announce that Dangote Refinery has agreed to allow IPMAN to lift PMS, Argo and DPK directly for onward distribution to our depots and retail outlets. Mr. Shatima stated, he emphasized the value of supporting Dangote Refinery, highlighting the benefits of backwards integration and its anticipated impact on Nigeria's foreign exchange market. Now, this new arrangement will ensure continuous affordable fuel supply across Nigeria, he said. So let's see, because we know that was it in October or in November that Dangote Refinery started buying the crude from the government in Naira. Yes. So let's see how that is panning out for them. Will it bring the prices down or what? This is all coming away from Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Yes, so bringing updates from Nigeria. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission has clarified that the viral video of currency spraying on October 24, 2024 in Kano did not occur at the wedding of Senator Danjuma Goje's daughter. It goes on further to say, the EFCC has invited the groom, Ibrahim Mohammed, and others involved in the Naira abuse to its headquarters for questioning. The commission reiterated its commitment to enforcing currency regulations and acting on verified facts. Let me say good morning to Mavis Akufu. May, I hope you are doing very, very well. The other time I saw the big man himself, Tete, and well, he didn't recognize me, but I could see him. I said, oh, May, you've done good. You've done good. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission has reported to widespread allegation that the Nigerian currency Naira was sprayed in violation of financial regulations at the wedding of Senator Danjuma Goje's daughter. That's what the story. The controversy began with a viral video of currency spraying at a wedding ceremony in Kano on October 2024. So, can I spray pounds myself? Or that one too is not allowed? Or cities? Well, you have to just spray the counterfeit ones. Interesting. Now, public outrage quickly followed with many people, including a prominent national newspaper, attributing the Naira abuse to the wedding of Fauziya Danjuma Goje, daughter of Senator Danjuma Goje. Now, in response to the accusation, the EFCC investigated the video to determine the true source of the incident. The anti-graft agency, in a statement signed by its head of media and publicity, Dele Oyewale, on Monday, November 11, clarified that while such abuse did occur, it was at a different wedding altogether involving Amina Babangana Zana and her Nigerian husband, the agency has said. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is Starr Radio UK, and this is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. So, bringing you some of the news from Nigeria. The U.S. has offered a the United States has announced a $25,000 reward for information leading to the arrest of Olalekan Abimbola Olawuzi, a Nigerian facing trial for the alleged murder of his child. Now, Olawuzi has been named among the 15 most wanted fugitives in the U.S., according to a statement by Supervisory Deputy U.S. Marshal Don Freeman. Now, Olawuzi, who resided in Rhode Island, was arraigned on charges of first-degree murder and inflicting bodily injury to a child. The incident occurred on April 3, 2017, when police and firefighters found his 3-month-old son with severe injuries. The child, who had 18 injuries in various stages of healing, was transported to the hospital in cardiac arrest and later died after 6 months on life support. After his arrest on April 20, 2017, Olawuzi was released the same day and subsequently fled. Investigation revealed that he left the country on June 20, 2017 and had been receiving assistance from family members in Nigeria. The U.S. Marshal Service has placed Olawuzi on their 15 most wanted list due to severity of his crimes and the threat he poses to the public. Now, Freeman emphasized the importance of public vigilance and cooperation in locating Olawuzi. Now, meanwhile, information coming through. Okay, anyone with useful information about his whereabouts should contact the EFCC. Okay, or the U.S. authorities there. It's all coming your way from Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London at 11:23, and we are bringing you the final story from Nigeria this morning. Activists. Politician Omoyele Sowore has declared that the Southeast has practically left Nigeria. Now, Sowore said the Southeast has left Nigeria amid the emergence of a new terrorist group in the northwest, Lakurawa. He pointed out that most high courts in Southeast are no longer functioning, adding that the Court of Appeals in Weni, Enugu, and Okwa have relocated elsewhere. Now, posting on X, Sowore lamented that only the matter highlighted on the website of the appeals court is that of Nnamdi Kanu, leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. He wrote, "The depth of Nigeria's ongoing deterioration has not been figured out by its people. The Northwest just added a deadly terrorist group to its cocktail." Now, the southeastern part of Nigeria has practically left Nigeria as we speak. Several federal high courts have stopped working at police Nigeria stations. Commands and divisions have closed down, and today the Court of Appeal division in Weni, Enugu, and Okwa have relocated elsewhere. If you go to the outdated website of the Court of Appeal, the only case they highlighted on the front page is the case against Nnamdi Kanu. So they're saying that, well, Nigeria is finished. But if you don't say that, well, people say no. But what do you think about all that is going on there? It's all Starr Radio UK. A final story from Nigeria this morning. The Special Assistant on Public Communications to former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, Frank Shaibu, has dismissed claims by the presidency that the 2023 presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party is jealous of President Bola Tinubu. The presidency had, in a statement on Sunday by Special Advisor to President Tinubu on Information and Strategy, Bayo Ononuga, accused Atiku of envy following his unsuccessful quest for the presidency on 6 occasions. The presidency, which was reacting to Atiku's criticism of Tinubu's policies, which he said third brought hardship and poverty on Nigerians, asserted that the former vice president was attempting to undermine Tinubu's administration and set Nigerians against the government. But in reacting to their statement on Monday, Shaibu in his statement said Atiku cannot be jealous of Tinubu for inflicting pain on Nigerians. Now, he argued that Tinubu's abysmal performance in the last 18 months had made it clear to all Nigerians that he came into office unprepared. Hence, the many policy flip-flops that has so far characterized his tenure. According to Shaibu, there is no reason for Atiku to be jealous or envious of Tinubu, whose economic policies and approach to governance is killing Nigerians, arguing that this should be the president's focus rather than attacking the opposition, which is not in the saddle. Atiku jealous of Tinubu inflicting pain in Nigeria? Question mark? Hell no. Wickedness is an of T pain, Shaibu wrote. Well, it is all coming away from Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. And some other stories: 13 people are dead as mining site collapses in Plateau. That is a story that has come in, and let me bring that one quickly to you, and then we can go to other stories making it. At least 13 people, mostly young miners, have died in a mining collapse in Basa local government area in Plateau State. Now, unfortunate incident happened on Saturday, November 9, as confirmed by Joshua Ritty, the chairman of the LGA. Mr. Ritty expressed the deep sorrow over the deaths recorded and added that the victims, mostly youth between ages of 18 and 30, were in search of a better means of livelihood amidst rising hardship. Oh gosh. It's all coming away from Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. We're going to take a break. We come back and I'll be taking you to other parts of Africa. Moroccan journalist sentenced to 1.5 years after remarks about politicians. Beautiful nonsense. Stay tuned. Don't touch the dial.
Hi everyone, it's your girl BB Clement, the author of How to Go from Employee to Entrepreneur and the host of your weekly business show, BB Means Business, the show where we discuss everything you ever wanted to know about business but you were afraid to ask. How do I start my business? How do I raise the finance? How do I grow my business? Where am I going to find my customers? Join me every Tuesday at 1:30 p.m. on Starr Radio UK to get all the information and tips that you need to become a successful entrepreneur and become financially free. Remember, don't let life dictate to you. Rather, put your signature on life.
Everywhere you go, Afrobeat reggae dancer taking over. Everywhere you go, Afrobeat reggae dancer taking over. Yo, what's up, people? This is a boy Raskin Bobo One. Tune in every day, every night at the Starr Radio UK with the big man them Archie. When I say order, you say fire.
Welcome back to the program. This is Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Bringing the time exactly now to 11:29, and it is the Tuesday edition of the morning show. And I'm glad that you're here to join us and join in here as well. But wherever you are, don't even think of touching the dial at all, because we are here till 12 o'clock. We're going to be bringing you everything that you got to know. Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. In other parts of Africa as well, these are some of the stories that is making the rounds there. In Morocco, a Moroccan journalist who accused a prominent politician of fraud was sentenced to prison yesterday in a case that has sparked international condemnation from press freedom advocates. Now, Hamid Maldu will serve 1.5 year sentence and be fined an equivalent of $150,000 after being found guilty of defamation, his attorney Mohammed Hedat said. Now, Mahadui, the editor-in-chief of Badil.info, was prosecuted after a complaint from Justice Minister Abdul Latif Oyabi. Madu has posted a video on his website accusing Owabi of corruption and fraud, both of which the Justice Minister has denied. The accusation came after the Royalist Party of Authenticity and Modernity, which Owabi headed, became ensnared in controversy last year when an imprisoned Malian drug dealer implicated party members in a sprawling drug trafficking case that shook the North African kingdom. Now, Madu's case garnered international criticism because he is being prosecuted under Morocco's penal code rather than the press code governing journalistic conduct. Now, Reporters Without Borders North Africa's representative Khalid Drareni in October called it a misuse of justice system to intimidate and silence the press. Now, Madu was imprisoned in 2017 after publicly throwing his support behind activists who led protests over social and economic inequalities. He was sentenced to 3 years for not reporting to authorities that a Dutch Moroccan man has told him arms were being sent to the protesters. He later said he didn't report it because he didn't take the information seriously. Now, Morocco has in recent years been criticized for imprisoning journalists and activists known for criticizing the government. King Mohammed the Sixth pardoned and released the country's 3 most prominent imprisoned journalists, Omar Radi, Tawfiq Bakshirin, and Suleiman Rezinin, in July. Hedak, Madrid's attorney, said Madrid has not decided whether to appeal Monday's verdict. Okay, so well, quite an interesting one there. Starr Radio UK. Now, with less than a week to go before Senegal's snap legislative election, the opposition and the government are battling for control of the capital, Dakar. Activists from the opposition coalition are canvassing door to door across the city, while government supporters are offered culture. Both sides say they are confident of victory. We're in a very good frame of mind. We feel the Senegalese people are beginning to have this awareness, even among those who voted for the party in power during the presidential election, saying I'm set in an activist with the opposition coalition. However, supporters of President Bassirou Diomaye Faye ruling party are equally certain. We believe in our victory for a majority on the evening of 17 November, and with our head of list in the commune, we are confident that we will win here, says Aji Barrow. Now, Faye came to power in a landslide victory in April, promising a crackdown on corruption and improved livelihoods. Now, just 6 months later, he dissolved parliament, accusing lawmakers in the opposition-led assembly of blocking him from executing the promised change. Now, he called for new elections, hoping to win a majority that would secure his mandate. The biggest threat comes from Senegal's influential former president Macky Sall and Abdoulaye Wade, who have formed a rival coalition. However, the subject that is currently fueling passions is the many defections from the ranks of the groupings to the government camp. Now, the move has been condemned by the opposition and endorsed by ruling party. Some say this raises questions, particularly as PASTEF opposed these actions when it was in opposition. Well, let's see. You know, when you are in opposition, you see things differently, right? And then when you move to the other side, you see things differently. But I'm going to be telling you more about all that. It's all coming away from Starr Radio UK. It is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Okay, we're still going on. Let me try to get you this one at 11:35. Veteran Kenyan politician Raila Odinga has stood for president 5 times and failed to win. Now, the 79-year-old opposition leader and former prime minister has turned his sights on the top job at the African Union. He faces 3 strong competitors from Djibouti, Mauritius and Madagascar in his bid to be elected chairperson of the commission. The vote for a successor to Chad's Musa Faki Mahamat is due to take place by secret ballot at the AU summit in February. Odinga has, however, won what some may see as a surprising supporter. Now, incumbent Kenyan President William Ruto, who narrowly defeated Odinga in 2022 election, has backed his rival's campaign. On Friday, Kenya formally launched Odinga's candidature, presenting him as the complete package needed to tackle Africa's conflicts and economy. Now, Ruto is banking on Odinga to push through Nairobi's proposed reforms to make AU institution more accountable, efficient, and effective. But what do you think is going to happen there? Well, he has the backing of his main opponent, like William Ruto, who is the president of Kenya. So maybe that will turn his fortunes around for him, and maybe Kenya will get his quest to get some reforms done in the AU. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Starr Radio UK. Now, coming to Ghana as well. The National Democratic Congress Director of Elections and IT, Dr. Edward Omane-Boamah, has assured supporters that the party will complete the collation of at least 75% of the presidential election results by 11 p.m. on December 7. Dr. Omane-Boamah made this statement on Monday while addressing party supporters in Otuase in Yensuano constituency as he commenced a 5-day campaign tour of the eastern region. Dr. Omane-Boamah alleged that the New Patriotic Party plans to rig the upcoming elections, starting with special voting on December 2 involving security agencies, journalists, and Electoral Commission officials. He cautioned the elephant has planned to rig the election on that day, so do not assume that special voting cannot be manipulated. Be vigilant with the elephant. The security personnel have decided not to allow any rigging by NPP, so we must work with them to prevent any such attempts on December 2 and December 7. He urged NDC supporters to remain vigilant, saying, watch them with eagle eyes because they know they are losing this election and are plotted to rig it. The former Minister of Communication, Dr. Omane-Boamah, further advised supporters to use their mobile phones to record videos of the election results declaration processes on December 7 at polling stations, constituency, coalition centers, and regional capitals. Well. Hope that there will not be any arithmetical, acrobatics happening during the election time. But ladies and gentlemen, this is Starr Radio UK, and this is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Okay, we move on. Okay. In other stories still making the round this morning, the EC has disqualified GFB's P's Roman Fada from the Now, Ghana's Freedom Party, Philip Apia Kubi, also known as Roman Fada, has been disqualified for contesting the impending 2024 presidential election. Speaking during an emergency IPAC meeting, the Electoral Commission said it detected a number of errors and illegalities on his nomination form. The election management body further indicated that they will not change position on the ballot papers, adding that the votes for Madam Ekuadonko will be annulled during the elections. Well, so don't vote for Ekuadonko. If you vote, it will be for no good reason. Okay. Yeah. But it's all coming away from Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Well, now let's come to some of the other stories making the round this morning in Ghana. Still, this time around pertaining to the Supreme Court. Let me bring that way. Wow, over 18.7 million people were expected to vote on the December 7 election. That's quite a big number, but as whether everyone is going to be voting is another story, though. But moving on. I wanted to bring you a live feed from the courts pertaining to the Speaker of Parliament's declaration of vacant seats there. But before I go on that, I'll try to bring you that. Just bear with me whilst I line that up. At 11:42. Okay, let's bring that. The Supreme Court of Ghana has, by 5-2 decision, ruled that the Speaker, Agbangbagbin's declaration of 4 seats as vacant is unconstitutional. At a brief sitting today, November 12, 2024, the Chief Justice Gertrude Tokonu said the Speaker's declaration cannot hold. According to her, the reason for the verdict will be provided on Wednesday, November 13, 2024, by a court in a majority decision of 5-2. Lovelace Johnson JSC, Madru Tanko JSC, dissenting on the issues of jurisdiction. The plaintiff's action succeeds the full reasons, and orders of the court shall be filed with the registrar by close of date of tomorrow, 13 November 2024. That is the judgment. This is the judgment of the court, the Chief Justice said. On October 17, the Speaker of Parliament, Agbangbagbin Sumana Gbagbe, declared 4 parliamentary seats vacant with just 2 months remaining until election in December. And then the legislature affected by the declaration are Peter Yao Kwachi Aka of the NDC, representing the Memphis Central constituency in the Western region, Andrew Amuakwe Siama of Fomena in the Ashanti region, Kojo Asante MP for Suhum in the Eastern region, and Cynthia Morrison of the MPP representing Agona West constituency. Their seats were declared vacant because they announced their intention to contest the December election as independent candidates in their respective constituencies. Now, this declaration means that Ghana hung Parliament, which previously gave the governing New Patriotic Party a slight upper hand with the support of independent MP Andrew Amuakwe Siama, will now shift towards opposition National Democratic Congress. Following this, the majority leader Alexander Afenyo-Markin filed an injunction application at the Supreme Court in response to the Speaker's declaration. The court subsequently issued a stay in execution of the Speaker's declaration. However, the Speaker filed an application requesting the court to overturn their earlier ruling. The Speaker's legal team argues that the Supreme Court lacks jurisdiction over the suit filed by a Member of Parliament for Efutu, Alexander Afenyo-Markin. For the past 3 weeks, the controversy has sparked widespread discussions among Ghanaians, especially the elite, with many suggesting that the impasse could affect government business and deprive the country of the necessary development and stability, particularly during upcoming election. Now, during the proceedings, the court listened to the speaker's legal team in a day-long proceedings, after which the hearing was adjourned to Monday, 11th of November. On Monday, the speaker's lawyers did not appear in court. The Chief Justice again adjourned the case to the following day, that's today, coming out with that verdict. So, how do you see it all panning out now? Will the speaker adhere to the ruling of the court, or as he's saying, the court is an independent apologies, Parliament is an independent or entity that has its own laws or rules and governs itself? Well, we'll say the Supreme Court is the interpreter of the Constitution as well, and that's what they've also done. They've interpreted it that way. So let's say tomorrow they're bringing us the details of it, and I'll make sure that once I have it, I'll be sharing that with you and throwing more light on that. The former special prosecutor Martin Amido has condemned the Chief Justice Gertrude Tokonu over the recent closure of courts in the Upper East region over security concerns in Boko and its environs. In a statement issued on Sunday, November 10, he argued that the Chief Justice's handling of the situation demonstrates her limited understanding of Ghana's geography and history. The conduct of the Chief Justice is closing those courts on spurious grounds demonstrated her lack of high moral character and proven integrity to have been entrusted with the exercise of the administrative and supervisory powers vested in her under Article 125 of the 1992 Constitution, which enshrines inter alia that justice emanates from the people and shall be administered in the name of the public by the judiciary, which shall be independent and subject to only this Constitution. A Chief Justice of any country who does not know the history and geography of a country and act discriminatorily, fairly, and without candor in the performance of the administrative and supervisory functions is clearly unfit for or to be the head of the administration of independent judiciary. Portions of the statement indicated. Well, so if he thinks that because of security reasons, his staff will be faced with lots of things and decide to just shut those courts until things are pieces for Starr, what do you think he has done or she has done wrong? But that is information coming through. But well, the champion news this morning in Ghana at the moment, the Supreme Court has ruled against Speaker Gbagbe's declaration of 4 seats vacant. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Starr Radio UK, and now we come to other parts of the world as well. At 12 minutes to the top of the hour. The lines are open. If you want to join in, feel free to do so. And I tell you more. I'm going to be telling you more from that front. At least 35 people were killed and 43 more injured after a car plowed into a crowd of people exercising outside a stadium in Zhuhai, China on Monday, according to authorities. A 62-year-old male driver, named Fan, is alleged to have driven an SUV into the Zhuhai Sports Center in what local police describe as a serious, vicious attack. The Chinese media reported that many elderly people, as well as teenagers and children, were among the injured. Fan was arrested while trying to flee, police said, and is currently in a coma as a result of self-inflicted wounds. The incident took place despite heightened security in the city, which is hosting a major civil and military air show. Now, police have said initial investigations suggest that the ramming attack was triggered by fans' dissatisfaction with the outcome of a property settlement following his divorce. However, due to his coma, he's unable to be questioned by the authorities. I bet you he prays that he will be in coma for the rest of his life. But ladies and gentlemen, this is all coming your way from Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. So in Europe, now Dutch police have made 5 more arrests over the violence which followed a match involving an Israeli football team in Amsterdam last Thursday night. The 5 men, all from Netherlands and aged between 18 and 37, are suspected of public violence against persons before and after the Maccabi Tel Aviv match against local team Ajax. Now, unrest flared up again the city in the city yesterday evening when an empty tram and a police car were set alight. Some rioters reportedly shouted "Free Palestine," according to Dutch reporters. Now, Prime Minister Dick Schoof said earlier on Monday that anti-Semitic attacks against Israelis and Jews were nothing short of shocking and reprehensible. The demonstrations have been temporarily banned in Amsterdam until Thursday, although a pro-Palestinian protest has been allowed to go ahead in a park away from the center. Activists want another protest to take place outside Amsterdam City Hall. This all coming your way from Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. The UK's Prime Minister Sir Keir Starmer said that the COP29 climate conference, he is committed to a more ambitious climate goal for the UK. Earlier, Azerbaijan's President Ilham Aliyev has told the same conference that oil and gas, other natural resources, are a gift of God, and countries should not be blamed for having them or bringing them to the market. He says his country produces 0.1% of the world's gas. The decision to host COP29 in Azerbaijan's capital Baku has been criticized because of the country's ties to oil and gas. Now later today, Starmer is expected to make an address as leaders from around 200 nations gather in the city. He will announce new emissions targets that he has described as achievable. Leaders will also discuss how nations will limit long-term global temperatures rises to 1.5 degrees, a target set by the Paris Agreement in 2015. And this is Starr Radio UK at 7 minutes to the top of the hour. And let's go to the US as well. Two Florida lawmakers known for their tough stances towards China are in the running for senior foreign relations job in the administration of President-elect Donald Trump, U.S. media reports have said. Senator Marco Rubio, who challenged Trump for the 2016 presidential nomination, is in talks to be his future Secretary of State. Two sources told some journalists this morning, but his appointment has not yet been agreed. And Michael Waltz, a congressman and military veteran, could play his own significant role in Trump's new government. He is favorite for the National Security Advisor, two sources familiar has said as well. Rubio and Waltz offices have not been responding to questions that have been sent to them. And let me say good morning to Anthony Adeneji. Anthony, I hope you are doing very, very, very well as well. Yes. Now, his Republican Party is closing in on full control of Congress. They have won back control of the Senate, the upper chamber, and they are inching towards a majority in the House. The lower chamber, as vote counting continues. Some of the appointments, including Secretary of State, will require senators' approval, although Trump has demanded that the next Senate leader let him bypass this. He can give out other jobs like National Security Advisor directly. So let's see what happens on that front. It'll be interesting, wouldn't it? It's all coming away from Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Okay, let's come to the UK and then we bring the program to a close. A 17-year-old girl has died after being hit by a car on the M5, my apologies, not M25, M5, shortly after being detained by police. The incident happened between junctions 24 for Bridgewater and 25 for Taunton at about 23 hours yesterday night. Now, the teenager died at the scene and the next of kin have been informed. No one else was injured. Avon and Somerset Police said a mandatory referral had been made to the Independent Office of the Police Conduct due to recent prior police conduct. Now, the M5 was closed in both directions following the crash, while inquiries were carried out and repairs were made to make the motorway safe. National Highway confirmed at 10:20 GMT on Tuesday the northbound carriageway had reopened between junctions 24 and 25, and the southbound carriageway was due to reopen. The site of the crash is near Krish Hetfield, close to Taunton. Now, there are long delays on local roads, especially the A38 near North Petherton and Bridgewater. Motorists traveling southbound on the M5 are experiencing delays of up to 90 minutes with 7 miles of congestion. So please check before you get yourself stuck up in that traffic. You don't want that when the weather is like this and everything seems to be going on the way they are going. Starr Radio UK, a final story, and then we'll bring the program to a close for today. But as I did announce, this afternoon exactly at 1:30, we'll be having BB Clement coming your way with BB Means Business. A Church of England bishop has called on Archbishop of Canterbury to resign, calling his position untenable after a damning report into a prolific child abuser associated with the church. Justin Welby is facing mounting pressure to resign after it emerged last week that he did not follow up rigorously enough on report of John Smith's abhorrent abuse of more than 100 boys and young men. A review of the church's handling of Smith's case said Archbishop could and should have reported the case to authorities when details were presented to him in 2013. The Bishop of Newcastle, Helen Ann Hartley, is the most senior member of the church to call on Mr. Welby to stand down. Now, after others accused him of allowing abuse to continue between 2013 and Smith's death in 2018, she told the BBC, "I think rightly people are asking questions. Can we really trust the Church of England to keep us safe? And I think the answer at the moment is no." Bishop Hadley said Mr. Welby's resignation will not solve the safeguarding problem, but it would be a very clear indication that a line has been drawn and that we must move towards independence of safeguarding. Mr. Welby acknowledged that last week that the review made clear he had personally failed to ensure it was energetically investigated and said he had considered resigning but decided to stay in his role. Now, the market review into Smith's case said he might have been brought to justice for the case of abuse before his death in 2018 had he been formally reported to the police in 2013. 3 members of the church's parliament, the General Synod, had accused the Archbishop of allowing abuse to continue during this 5-year period. They have started a petition calling for the Archbishop to resign, which has now been signed by more than 7,000 people. He didn't do anything, but the fact that reports were made to him that he should act on it and he failed to act, and they're saying that he should fall on his sword. But ladies and gentlemen, what do you think about all that? Well, the Zongo man sums it all up nicely for me. Why do you go abusing kids and all those stuff that goes on? You know, it's quite a sad one. But hey, let's give the Archbishop a chance, right? And Zogoman says, be nice. When that song ends, you don't hear from me. It's been me, Archie, saying have a top of the day. But remember, exactly at 1:30, we'll be having BB Clement coming your way with BB Means business. Until then, bye-bye for now.
Hey, Kokoti, Kokoti, Kokoti. Be nice to your brethren, be nice to your sister, be nice to everyone, and make the world a better place. Say hello to everyone, everyone say hello. Smile to everyone, everyone smile. Don't smile in my face and stab me hard in the back. You are the bully, oppressor and a gangster. You're just a bombing, starving, shooting, killing, murdering innocent children, harassing them in the neighborhood, disturbing the peace in the neighborhood. Why can't you be nice, hey, and kind? Be nice to your husband, be nice to your wife, be nice to your colleagues, be nice to your mates, be nice to your friends, be nice to your neighbors, be nice to everyone, whether black or white. Kokoti, 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 kokoti. Unite against racism, unite against oppression, unite against gangstercracy, unite against misogyny, unite against homophobia, unite against xenophobia, unite, hey, unite, 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 unite against hate and make the world a better place. Hey!
Thanks for listening. Thanks for listening.
Kokoti.